Hey, we're live. I know this is a rare treat. We don't really go live very much. So we're obviously here to talk about and teach some things and get you guys all on board, because if you're not making money on social media right now, I don't know what it is that you're doing. Well, I mean, gas is going up. Eggs cost $50 for a carton. I just had to spend $1,000 bazillion last week on, my kids' sports and stuff. So where are we at?
Right. Absolutely. I agree. So Lorraine is going to talk a little bit about how she paid off her credit card debt. And I'm going to be interviewing her. Hey, everyone. My name is Jessica. I go by Joss Speaks Digital, and I will be your interviewer host. I will be monitoring the chat here as well as your comments. So keep your questions rolling in. We're going to try to get as much as we can out of Lorraine. Now, she only going to give y'all a little bit. She can give y'all the whole thing, but we will answer some questions. So feel free to go ahead and ask any questions that you may have. So let's go and hop into it. Lorraine, I was looking for my virtual background. So if you see that pop up, it'll, I'm going to pull that up. Tell us a little bit about this whole story of moving from, are you $0 now in debt? Like, tell us a little bit more about that.
I know. So of course I went and reinvested on myself after I got out of credit card debt and bought my first investment property. However, that investment property has, still has my equity. I decorated the entire place, ended up selling all of the furniture as a whole out of there at a profit. So, it just keeps paying for itself. So no, credit card debt for me is something that I'll probably perpetually be in. But I don't like personal credit card debt. I like business debt because you don't pay taxes on debt.
Oh.
You don't pay taxes on debt. So if you're buying, assets and you're investing your money and it's paying you out, you know what I'm saying? Then that's a tax strategy here too. See Safe Space and Love DBSN here.
Yeah. So, all right. So yeah, shout out really quick. Love D, how are you? Thank you so much for hopping on. Thanks for the shout out. All right. I think we both pushing it at the same time. So tell us a little bit more about how you found this credit card company that you've used. I saw you drop a link in the chat. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Also, that credit card company is at the Capital on Tap. So it's one of the ways that I strategize to make money online. And this is something that anybody can do. It's called affiliate marketing. Okay. So if you are looking to make money online, you don't necessarily have your own product or service, then that means you have to go find products or services or whatever to promote. We were just talking about this with System.io platform. We've done some work with them together, and we'll continue to do some work with some other AI platforms as well. But this particular credit card is called Capital on Tap. It's for businesses. You can approve up to I think it's like 50K. But the great part about it is that they give you a referral link, and every time somebody approves for it, then you're going to get paid out $100. So, that if you're creating evergreen content, if you're in the niche of telling people how to, make money online, or you're trying, your credit repair, you're trying to teach people how to financially, build themselves up so they can start businesses and side hustles, that is probably something that you are doing content on anyway. So why not get paid?
It makes sense. It just makes sense. So I know you've been talking a lot about your strategy of, monetizing content twice over. So I'd love to get into a little bit of that. You're getting paid from the platforms as well as paying yourself. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So the thing is, again, just like I said with the credit card, you know what I'm saying? You got to find ways to monetize yourself. Okay. Right. So most business owners, we know that, okay, the way that we're going to find customers in this digital age is by promoting ourselves online. Now that the platforms like TikTok has the creator fund, or Facebook has the performance bonus or reels bonus, YouTube, you can also monetize and get paid for views and live, content. Now you're in a position where you got a business, you got to promote on social media. And now we're going to allow these platforms to create a monetary benefit for that. So I'm getting paid to do something that I have to do for my business anyway.
I love it. I freaking love it. I am a part of the creator program as well. Haven't taken too much advantage of it because I've been too busy doing other things.
Yeah.
Um, but would love to hear from you guys some of the questions that you may have for Lorraine around either content monetization. I know, let's see, she paid off her first investment property. Hold on, before we get into that, how did you pay off your first investment property?
No, I paid
Oh,
for it.
paid for your
So
first investment
got
property.
there and was able to put myself in a position where I can afford an investment property. I'd
Nice.
always said that when I became a homeowner, I wanted to make it an investment property first because I want my homes or my investments to actually pay for my cost of living. Because retirement, you can retire. The definition of retirement is your passive income out earning your living expenses. That's retirement.
Right.
Okay. We've got the power and the knowledge that we could retire our kids before they even get out there into the working force if we know what to do with our money and if we have revenue streams that are coming in that we can then reinvest on our children.
I love that. I freaking love that. I'm trying to pull up your screen now so I can show some of the property that you have, but
Well, this is one of them. This is the one.
Yes, it's behind you.
Yeah, so I mean, I've got a few more. Faith, Hope, give me a second. Hope and Faith, get the door, please, and get the dog while you're at it.
Hey, this is live. This is live mom life. This is how it goes.
Exactly. Stacey says she creates content already. I can still do the 30-day challenge to help push me. Absolutely, that's exactly what the 30-day challenge is for. It is to help. Hey, Mom. It is to help those who just need a push. A lot of time I talk to people and they are literally, stuck at that 200, 300 view mark. They can't seem to move that needle to, even think about being viral, let alone go viral. So that's who that challenge is designed for. It's a 30-day challenge. It's called the Trick or Treat Challenge. Every day we're going to have new prompts and new videos that we're going to create. Okay. So trick or treat, which one you want to do. But it's so that you can get that push that you need to get comfortable with the platform.
I love it. Yeah, talk a little bit about the challenge. I mean, you just kind of gave that overview, but why did you start the challenge in the first place? Like, what prompted it?
Well, because, when I first started out doing video content, I did it because I read somewhere that by I think it was 2021 at that time, they said, or they predicted that over 70-80% of the internet would be video based. Okay. And I had a business that was primarily online. So I knew that if I was going to continue to stay in business, then I was going to have to get comfortable creating video content.
Right.
So in order to do that, what did I have to do? I had to get on the platform and I had to just post. And I couldn't overthink it because if I overthink it, then, at the end of the day, it was my business that was at risk. So I wanted to create something where people just post, just do it.
Right.
And then we can critique it on the back end. Done is better than perfect. Okay.
Absolutely. That's 120%. And I always tell a lot of my clients and folks, if you don't post it, then nobody knows about you. Nobody knows that you exist, right? I think for some reason, people just think when they create a profile that all of a sudden, all these people gonna come.
Yeah, it's the same thing with businesses because, I've been in the business coaching, industry for a while now. And every time people show up, that's one of their main questions is how do I get customers? Well, if you're going to get customers, you got to be your brand promoter. You got to be out there searching for those clients, putting yourself in position to be visible to the people who are most likely to use your services. Okay. So it's the same thing with TikTok. It's the same thing with Reels. Same thing with video content. How are people going to know that you exist if you're not putting your feelers out there and grabbing the attention of your audience?
Ooh, love it. And listen, y'all. I want you guys to think of yourself as a network, right? So recently I saw that folks have been using my whole terminology, which is cool. Just make sure you credit me. But think of your platform as a network. When we go and we take a look at CBS, NBC, any of these places, what do they have? Content.
That's all it is. That's all it's ever been is content.
So once
Mhm.
you start to put that content out there, what'll happen is you create the celebrity effect. That's what I call it, the celebrity effect. And people will start to come to you and want to purchase from you because they believe in you, they trust you, they fall in love with the essence of who you are, right? And that's why you need that content out there. It's really about you building that relationship, and you're able to build that relationship without physically being there.
Right.
Lorraine, add to that a little bit.
Right. So I know that there's a lot of people out here that are, they want to be monetized by the platforms, but at the same time, they're trying to teach how to be monetized by the platform. Okay.
Right.
So I think it's like, does the cart become before the horse? What came first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying? You got to figure that part out for yourself. The best um position you can be in as a content creator is having products and services that you can monetize yourself and be monetized by the platform, period. Okay, so
Right.
if you're not bringing in multiple streams from these platforms, including being monetized by platforms, then you might want to slow down a little bit before teaching and work on that part, because it's only going to be around here for a little bit. It's not going to be forever that Facebook and YouTube and everybody's going to be paying us. Matter of fact, I was making up to $10,000 checks for Facebook Reels bonus program, and they jacked that, yanked it right out from under everybody. What was that, like March,
Yeah.
April?
Hmm.
Yeah, April, I believe. Right when I moved out and got into a new place, getting $7,000 check a month previously could consistently get at least 5 grand every single month. They just jacked it. And what happens when people only depend on being monetized by the platform and they don't monetize themselves? Then you get up to maybe you're making $1,000 or $500. Maybe you're making that $30,000 bonus. But what happens when they take it from you?
Right. And I think a big piece of that too, to kind of go back to your earlier point around don't teach how to monetize. I think a huge question around that is then what do I teach? So talk a little bit about that, Lorraine. What exactly do they teach if they aren't the expert in monetization, but they're seeing that a lot of people are interested in that particular topic?
You monetize what you are an expert in. So if I talked to some people on my lives on TikTok the other day, and one lady, she said, "Oh, I'm a nurse and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna monetize online." I'm like, well, that's something that you have to do anyway. You are getting content every single day while you're going to classes, while you're getting ready for your day, while you're studying, all that stuff. So why not put together some study guides? Why not, do some study guides for in class? Why not put together some flashcards? Or don't even put it together. Go out there and find them on Amazon and be an Amazon influencer or an associate and drive traffic from your nursing network to your paid links. If you're not doing that, then I don't know what we're teaching here. What are we teaching?
And so I feel like a lot of people they want to tend to move towards what the popular topics are, what's happening, in the space to try to teach that.
Mhm.
But what you're saying here is take a look at what you already have
Right.
and what you are already doing, and then monetize that.
Exactly.
Right. So I think when you put it into context like that, when you put it into words like that, um, if there's anybody in the audience who has a particular niche that you're in, and you like to go ahead and put that in the chat, go ahead and throw that into the chat here. Would love to kind of give you some tips on how to utilize that particular industry knowledge that you have or expertise that you have
Mhm.
in your industry. And you guys get the rare, like we said, the rare incidents of having Lorraine live to do this with you. So feel free to go ahead and throw your niche in while we're waiting. Oh, there we go. Got one. Holistic health.
Yes. And one says beauty and lifestyle focus. So do I just post what?
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
go with beauty and lifestyle, or whichever one. I'll let you choose.
Okay. I'll start with beauty and lifestyle. I'll come back to holistic health because I'm working with a one-on-one client like in that realm right now.
Okay.
But for the beauty and lifestyle, like Stace said, makeup videos, you can go approach some of these brands and ask for, to be compensated for creating content. Once you learn the power of going viral and getting those views and really leveraging the traffic that's available on TikTok, YouTube, Reels, and stuff like that, then you can basically sell anything. The stuff that you use every single day. Like you got to put makeup on every single day. one of the things that I monetize in that space is my hair. I've got to do something to this hair every single day. People are always commenting on, my hair. How do you do your hair? How did you do that? How do you get it like that? Okay, so I'm doing get ready with me videos or hair videos, hair tips, so that I can then go to somebody like Pattern Beauty or, I would say Dark and Lovely, but I don't, Aussie or whoever those brands are, and say, hey, I've already created content in this niche. Here are my prices. Maybe we can strike up a collaboration. Or I can do something as simple as TikTok shop. Let me go to TikTok shop, find a hair tool, use it for myself, record myself by creating it, and now I'm getting paid. I literally got paid $100 on a video of me blow drying my hair. Is $100 gonna make me rich? No, but did I have to blow dry my hair anyway? Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
like it's really, really easy to me.
Yeah, and so I love where we're going with this. I absolutely love where we're going with this. What you're saying is basically, something that Gary Vee talks about a lot, right? Which is document, document, document the journey, right? But we're taking that and then turning it on its head and saying, don't only document the journey, document what you got to do already. We are busy moms or busy people. We already have all of these things that we're doing already. Just look at ways that you can monetize it. And sometimes you may not know those ways right off the bat, but that's where you go to a person like Lorraine and you go, hey, I do this, and this daily. How do I make money from it? Right. And they can join this challenge to kind of do some of that, correct?
Yeah, and I put a link in the comments on some of the replay clips that we did from our strategy session last night. Like I think that opened up a lot of people's eyes on exactly how easy it can be to both get paid by monetizing yourself and the platforms. Like most people are spending so much time editing. They're spending a ton of time trying to come up with content ideas. They're spending a bunch of time trying to post to multiple platforms at the same time, when there's ways that you can do all of that stuff and spend literally a fraction of the time and make more money while doing so. So there's a few clips that I posted earlier on the link. I think it's right there. So you can grab that and go take a look at a few of those clips. But I mean, it's just so much that you can do. Like,
Right.
it's just so much.
Right. So I think a big thing too is if you all are looking to schedule a strategy session individually, then go ahead and hit up Lorraine. Lorraine, how do you want them to contact you?
They can either send me a DM on TikTok or Facebook.
Okay.
That'll probably be the best way to go about it. And then I'll, ask a few questions, make sure that, that is something that would benefit you, and then we'll move forward from there.
Awesome. Awesome. So I see Stace is saying I overthink so bad. So let's go ahead and move to the holistic health. What tips would you have for her?
So same thing with holistic health. What are you doing? What is something that you have that others want? Are you, have you cut the fat? Have you, increased your iron from being anemic? Have you reduced your stress with a certain supplement? Like what's going on? Okay. What problems can you solve, and then start creating content around that?
Right.
What is your daily routine like? Do you take supplements in the morning? Is that how you stay healthy? Do you have a yoga routine? Are you walking? What are the benefits of practicing yoga or walking in the morning or taking certain supplements? Okay.
Right. Yes. So looking at those benefits, you're then going to position that right in front of your audience. I want to move a little bit into some of the things that we've kind of talked about on offline, right? Which is like requirements and what we need to actually get paid off of these platforms. So, what are some of the requirements for the TikTok creator program?
So I know TikTok, you need to be 18, and in the US, you need, I believe it's 1 million views in 30 days. I want to say
It's 100,000.
100,000. And you have to have 10,000 followers to enter into the TikTok creator or creativity program beta.
Okay. And so thank you so much, Natasha. Um, Tell us a little bit about how you kind of got into this whole thing of creating content on TikTok. Because I know it's been about a year or so since you've been creating on the platform. And you've made how much since you've been on the platform?
Oh, it's actually been going on 3 years now.
Oh Lord, has it been that long? Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I know that time went by fast. Okay.
I jumped in pandemic. I know, girl, we old. Like
Right.
we blink and like 10 years go by now, girl. It's been a minute. It's been since 2020, since the pandemic. The end of 2020 is when I started creating my first TikTok videos. 2 months, maybe like a month, 60 days or so, maybe afterish, somewhere around in there, was my first viral video. My first viral video was, and a lot of people know me from that one, is when I was dancing because Lord, my mama know I got ADD and she would just walk around the corner and just anyway. Okay, so
we gotta have your mom on at some point too. We need to have your mom on.
She coming. Don't worry. She want to be on here bad, so we're gonna get her on here. But anyway, first viral video was very relatable. It was about, sending, being divorced and sending the kids off to their dads on the week for the weekend so mama could get a break. That was the first one that went viral. And then maybe a month or two after that, in February of 2021, I made my first video about my business and went viral from there. We got so many orders, in 48 hours that we crashed the servers. So it was a big financial jump for me that year, as far as that particular business is concerned. Being monetized from the platforms, though, didn't occur until like 2022. Actually, I was sort of tail end of my last pregnancy and at the end of 2022, and I got invited into the Facebook Reels bonus program. I wasn't posting Reels until maybe October or November of that year. I was on TikTok. I was making good money over there. So I was like, Reels, what is this thing? So I said, I'm making money on TikTok. Well, why don't I throw a couple Reels over here and see what happened? And at that point, I went viral a few times, end up in their monetization program. And my first check from Facebook was like $4,000. And then the next month, my check was like 9,000 and something. And I just kept doing what I was doing, which is posting a bunch of content, repurposing content. Okay. Repurposing content that I already had and posted it on Facebook. And I was getting money from stuff I was doing anyway.
That's crazy. Okay. She had already posted the videos and she was just reposting the videos and getting money. So she wasn't even creating anything new. I want you guys to think about that. Natasha says she's been following you since she discovered you on, I don't know who that is, Burb New Bougie.
Oh yeah, it's one of my mutuals on TikTok. She is amazing. Go follow her too. Okay. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate you following me.
Burb New Bougie. I was like, I'm trying not to butcher that name. Yeah, so she started off at 4K, y'all, and then she ended up getting, what was your highest check from Facebook again?
My highest check was like 92, 9,400-ish, something like that.
Almost $10,000.
Just shy of $10,000.
Almost $10,000 from repurposed content. So let me just tell y'all, if you didn't think that this was somebody you should learn from, let me just say. So I duetted a video of Lorraine's, and a comment that I got on the video was that I invest in so many programs and workshops, and I don't know if I want to invest in anything else. It's all just fluff. So I want to tell you guys something. The one thing that me and her can't stand is fluff.
I can't help. You see, I got ADD. I can't. There's no room in my brain for fluff. I cannot.
We are both very much highly into making sure that you get all the information you need, and sometimes we waterboard you with too much of it.
Yeah. That's
so Lorraine, do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because I know you've also had clients that have been like, "Wow, this is a lot."
Yeah, and I understand the fluff situation. Like I said, I can't stand fluff. Last night's TikTok strategy session, like one of the clients that was on there was like, "Thank you so much for not using PowerPoint slides." I don't do fluff. Okay, I'm giving you actionable steps that you can actually go and implement now, so that you can begin to be on your journey and on your way to making some money that you could do something with. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, like I said, I'm getting paid by the platform for being here. Okay. So if you don't want to join my one-on-one, if you don't want to get on my strategy session, if you don't want to go on a retreat with me, you don't want to do a workcation, you don't want to do a content day with Jessica and I, you don't want to do none of that stuff, that's fine. Go watch the content. Go look at TikTok. Go follow us. Go get on YouTube. Go subscribe. Go get on Facebook. Go listen. Join my email list. Get the gems in there. You don't have to purchase anything.
Right. But when you do purchase, when you do invest, that's when you start to level up. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna put this out here. I ain't said this in a good minute, so I'm gonna say it on your live. I was one of those people when I started, I didn't pay for nothing. I was like, I'm taking every free webinar, I'm taking every free download. Oh, you're doing a free live? I'm gonna watch that. And when I started to realize is that they would only give me but so much.
Yeah.
And then when I invested in my first, it was a coach. I invested in my first coach that I kind of helped moms. That's when the light bulb started to go off because I realized I had access to her brain. And I was like, oh,
yeah, so my brain, that thing.
You're right. So I want you to imagine that you have the expertise, you have the access to an astronaut's brain. Like someone that has gone through all the things, have gone through all the training and all that good stuff, and you're asking them what it's like to go to Mars. And they're telling you, oh, well, this happens. And you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It makes it possible.
Faster. You can do all of this stuff on your own. Okay. We have, now I can't say I did it all on my own, totally. This is something that I'm interested in. This is something that I'm good at. But along the way, if I don't know how to do X, Y, and Z, I go get the way to do that. Right. I'm not that great at video editing. I call Jessica. Hey, Jessica, send me an invoice so you can edit this or take this out or use your expertise. I'm not an expert in that, but I know that I know how to reinvest my money wisely so that it brings back a return. Okay.
Right. And you're right, Stace. Ain't nothing, ain't ish free. That's the thing that I realized is that my time, all that time I wasted on all them free webinars that gave me absolutely, right? All that time I wasted. Right. And I could have gotten there so much faster had I just said, okay, you know what? Let me figure out how to just get $50 to invest or $100 or $200, whatever that, initial payment was to invest so I can get that much closer to, the next step. So, Lorraine, what would kind of your advice be to those folks that are on the fence? Maybe they do have the money to invest, but they're just like, I've invested in, this is what I hear all the time. I just invested $10,000 in a coach or $20,000 in a coach. And I always say in response to that wasn't me.
Yeah. My response is to do your research. Okay. At any time. I don't care if you're investing in a coach, if you're investing in a property, if you're investing in a new business. I don't care what it is that you plan to invest in. You need to do your research and you need a proven track record of results. Okay. Right. So do your research. You'll find that we have a proven track record of results. We've got plenty of customers and clients who have said, hey, you have really helped me. We're looking at a couple of them right now. Great advice. You have showed me, helped me grow my company tremendously. I've got testimonial videos. Jessica has testimonial videos. You can see me going viral all over the internet at any given time. Like I know what I'm talking about. Okay. And it is something that I have been able to replicate. My client, my one-on-one client right now, she went from having like 100 followers and 200, 300 views on her videos to getting her first 1 million view video while working together. And plenty of more that are 10, 20, 50, 200, 500,000. Okay. Yeah.
And what's so funny is, I want to say this, Lorraine, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. I got on Lorraine about these testimonials. She sent me a whole folder full. And I was like, where did this come from? I
got content for days, girl. And I need to do a lot more with it. So I'm gonna be flooding y'all's timelines here. You're gonna be tired of me. Either you're gonna follow me because you want to get the knowledge, or you're gonna unfollow me because you're sick and tired of seeing my damn face.
That's the go mode we in. So if you in go mode with us, that's what we doing over here. All right, well, we're
I
coming.
can't stay on too long. My mama is here. It's her birthday. I want to,
Oh my gosh, happy birthday to Lorraine's mom. Yeah, I was just about to say that. We're coming up on our 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it to a close. But this has been amazing. We like we said, we don't do these, but we will start to do them more often. So please go ahead and make sure you follow, do all the things so you can stay connected. Lorraine, what do you have going on right now? Where they know where to find you, but what do you have going on right now that you'd like to go ahead and offer these folks?
So right now we are starting a challenge on the 2nd. It's the Trick or Treat TikTok challenge. Okay. So it's made for, again, those of you who are maybe posting, you're doing IG reels, you're posting here and there on TikTok, and you really want to get that push so you can start to get those views and you can sell more of your stuff and start monetizing yourself online. So that's what that is for. So if you want to join that, like I said, you can DM me. I will post the link. There's a link in these comments here that will show you some clips from last night's strategy session. So those ladies who were in those strategy session last night are coming over with us to challenge. I'm going to open up. I never do this. I get overwhelmed a little bit. So I never do this, but I'm going to open up a private TikTok group chat. Okay. I'm opening up my group chat, which means that I am your accountability partner on TikTok for the next 30 days when you join this challenge. Okay. It's $99 that you can't. We don't do one-on-ones and stuff for $99. Okay. So if you want to jump into this challenge, you got me for 30 days. We're going to build your content portfolio together. We're going to learn how to make different types of content and see how that begins to affect your analytics and your numbers and your pockets.
Right. So I want you guys to DM her the word challenge if you would like to get into the challenge, or go ahead and comment challenge and we'll make sure that we get back to you. Thank you so much, Lorraine, for hopping on. Thank you all for attending and joining on our live. Lorraine, I'm gonna let you take it out with your last thoughts and bring it to a close.
Yeah, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing right now, turn your camera around and take a 5-second video and post it. That's your start.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye.